Ni hao, and welcome back to the second lesson of Learn Mandarin. Now, before we get started, let's review what we've gone through in our first lesson. Ni hao, hello. 你叫什么名字? What's your name? 我叫 Richard. My name's Richard. 见到你很高兴. Very nice to meet you. 再见 Goodbye. 你好吗? How are you? 很好，谢谢. Very good, thank you. Okay, now let's move on to lesson number 2. In this lesson, we'll be continuing to learn some basic Chinese phrases, which I think you'll find very useful and practical. We learned previously that 你好吗 means how are you. There are various ways that you can say how are you in Chinese. An informal way of saying how are you is 你怎么样? 你怎么样? 你 meaning you, 怎么 meaning how, 样 meaning way. This is a very informal way of saying how are you? 你怎么样? Now you can also play around with this by saying 你最近怎么样? 你最近怎么样? The addition of 最近 means recently. So this would mean, how have you been recently? 你最近怎么样? How have you been recently? Now to these questions you might reply 我很好, which means I'm very good. 我 meaning me, 很 meaning very, 好 meaning good. 我很好. If you're feeling tired, then you can reply 我觉得累. 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 我 meaning me, 觉得 meaning feeling, and 累 meaning tired. I feel tired. 我觉得累. You could also reply 我还可以. 我还可以. 我 meaning me, 还 meaning also, 可以 meaning okay. It's just a way of saying I'm okay. And after you reply 我还可以 or 我觉得累 or 我很好, you can ask them how they're feeling. You can say 你呢? 你 meaning you, and 呢 is a question particle. 你呢? Now I want to speak a bit about pinyin. During our Chinese lessons, we've been using the English alphabet system to represent certain Chinese sounds. This is a very useful tool for us to use, and this is the tool that they call pinyin. It's a system that will allow us to know what the characters are supposed to sound like without actually having to be able to read the characters themselves. And this is what will enable us to learn Chinese quickly and effectively and with much more ease. Now, Chinese is a tonal language, and in order for you to speak Chinese effectively, you're going to have to learn the tones. But don't worry, with some practice and persistence, you're going to master the tones and speak Chinese fluently. There are 4 tones plus a neutral tone. The first tone, the second tone, the third tone, and the fourth tone. Now I'm going to be using the word ma to help represent and to help you understand how each tone is supposed to sound. Now bear with me as I teach you this. The first tone, ma, ma, ma. This tone starts off high and level. Ma. The second tone. Ma. 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 This basically starts at medium and it rises. Ma. 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 The third tone. Ma. 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 This tone, it starts off low, it dips, and then it rises. Ma. Ma. The fourth tone. Ma. 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 The fourth tone, it starts off high and then it dips. Ma. Ma. And then the final tone is just the neutral one. Ma. 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 Now be sure to practice these tones regularly. I don't expect you to master these straight away, but with some practice you'll get the hang of it. The tones are very important because a slight change in sound means a completely different meaning. Each of the four tones for ma, 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 ma represents a different meaning. Ma meaning mother, ma meaning hemp, ma meaning horse, and ma meaning scold. So I hope you enjoyed learning Mandarin, and I'll see you next time.